Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War I Empires in Turmoil, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana, our rematch. We are playing the white side this time, he's playing the red, and this should be our 8th turn, the summer, probably July 1919. So far, yeah, things are pretty, I think, balanced, different strategies. He pushed in the Ural, I pushed from the south. Yeah, the defense last time in Ural was pretty nice. Some setback in Uralsk where we could have taken the city quickly with our Cossacks over there. Well, it can't always be perfect. This was my mistake. But let's see what the enemy did and what we're up to this time. The Poles have pretty free run. Let's see where we can use them. And yeah, let's see the enemy where he tries to strike back and where we might have to react. Or where we can keep on pushing. Yeah, we definitely saw that the enemy gave up lots of land like Kiev and Minsk without a fight at all, which surprised me, but yeah. Okay, Perm. Okay. Interesting, he reached. Oh. Okay. He takes the mine. We have Rock probably trying to damage the mine again in terms of MPP, but that means we can also probably, because this unit, this Cav, was at 4, should be able to take it out quickly. Yelizavetgrad captured, Bolshevik partisan bands form, Cossack resist the occupation of Astrakhan. Okay. Brits arriving down here, and we get Secretary of State of War Viscount Milner. Under the terms of the armistice, all German units must withdraw from all other countries. While most German units are fulfilling this requirement, the German Baltic Freikorps is not. Freikorps. This unit is the only professional military force in Latvia and the only one capable of defending Latvia. However, the Latvians do not welcome its presence, for it is not a secret that the Freikorps leader General Rüdiger von der Goltz intends to bring Latvia into a union with Germany. If we allow the Freikorps to continue operating under von der Goltz, British fighting spirit will be damaged by this defiance of this armistice terms. We could instead dismiss von der Goltz and assign the Freikorps unit to the Latvian army, though by doing so we would effectively disband the Freikorps as a fighting force, as the German soldiers will desert and return home. Should we force the Freikorps to agree to come under the control of the Latvian army? If the Freikorps is placed under Latvian control, all Freikorps units will be immediately disbanded. If the Freikorps retains independent command, British fighting spirit will fall by 800 points. That's talking about these two units, right? The interesting thing, what is really surprising to me, is that here a new division is showing up, that he probably apparently puts efforts here for Daugapolis, and here he retreated a bit, where I was worried for our rear, to be honest. That's really, really surprising. Interesting, there's a partisan unit marching up to the back of us, but we should be able to control that one. Is this the bands they were talking about? And this one still surprises me actually a lot. Yeah, I guess he wanted to take the mine quickly for MPP reasons. Yeah, but we're still at the event, right? I mean, we're getting reinforcements, but it's really annoying that we can't see the number of MPP. 800 is not so much. When fully disbanded, immediately disbanded. I mean, they're doing here the siege of Riga, right? Yeah, and they were quite. I mean, is this also a Freikorps unit? We just added also some. I mean, the problem is this: as soon as the British retreat, they also will drop their MPP supply to both the northern and the southern whites or northwestern whites. So therefore, of course, it's in our highest interest to keep the Brits as long as possible in the war. So I see the point why we would. Also, these divisions are not, or not, they're even worse than divisions, right? They're not really strong. We checked it out last time. Nevertheless, it is kind of a pain. But it's so little, I think, when we're bringing up the Poles anyways, because we're having, we're bringing up the Poles because Minsk was so easy to take. So actually, should we force the fleet to come and agree under the control of the Latvian army? Yes, we will do so. I think we'd rather keep the Brits longer. Yes. So... Oh. Oh yeah, they're not even disbanded. That's good. We can just reinforce them. That's great. Just taking damage. That's good. So I think the general siege is being kept up. That's what I was wondering. And nice, we're getting really good reinforcements this turn. Alrighty. Then, interesting. I'm really surprised about this retreat up here. Since I was worried, but maybe information is key and that he might get into our backs. The enemy also doesn't see anything. Here they try to attack a bit, but only tiny attacks. And here's interesting that there's more units coming to the aid. Here we see these partisans, that's interesting. Here this move still surprises me a bit, but okay. I don't know how this probably puts the enemy also here in lower supply, but the Machnowists probably can't bite back anyway, so that's legit. Here he holds the ground basically. Astrakhan should be falling this turn. Can we... Oh, this is still the biggest. I hope maybe we are lucky this time. Let's hope the best for this front. And here the Ural also only attacks on Perm. Yeah, maybe he also doesn't want to see us lose the... maybe he wants extra waiting for us to have it under 5 supply. But I mean it slows him down as well. Yeah, and great that we destroyed a core last turn over here. That's still a good one. Yeah, alright, good overview, and yes, I think I still don't need the... I still don't need the situation as in the other games where I take my pause, because we can keep going. Here I would like to... Or maybe we cannot, because we still have those lads on the ships. Maybe the seaplane carrier will be actually helpful. I doubt it, but yeah, here's the place where we can use them, so let's use them. Also, it's when we're just doing the Brits, we can have them entrenched over here at the entrance to Crimea. So Crimea should be safe. This is the first step, then back to the north. Where can we operate them now? Nope. I think I'm also not using... I'm gonna use this division actually to move over here, because we want to take Repola. As mentioned before, this attack doesn't make a lot of sense. We could consider actually moving I think I'm also moving the HQ slowly over here, because if I go to the offensive, I think it's rather going to be there. These boys stay defensively, and we're gonna keep the rest of the MPP. We could operate, of course, but yeah, as we have so limited MPP and we're not in a rush, so I'm rather keeping them. Here we're gonna use the submarine to take those ones out, lovely, and then retreat, and we can continue this with the destroyers as well. Then maybe let's do a little bit of a reshuffle over here. We need to definitely reinforce here the Estonians in this front line. Oh, we could definitely also bring... Yeah, I think I'm going to bring the train over here as well for an attack on Riga. We should definitely also reinforce this port, that we have full strength here. Then these boys... I think we can just take Smilton in this case, yeah. To cover our side here a little bit, and it's good to have the town. I think, yeah, if attack on Tartu comes, it would rather come from the south than from the north. So let's dig in here to this side. Yeah, we're not get the elite reinforcements. I don't have too much. Yeah, and we also have to reinforce these boys over here, but let's see what we can deal first. Really, really effective over here. That's beautiful. Yeah, then... But I hope this should be it for Riga next turn, and then we can Bring here the Freikorps. Oh wow, this was expensive, but bring them. Yeah, they called Freikorps still, but yeah, we know what it is. They're now definitely Latvian troops. Did they attack the Poles over here potentially? Yeah. Let's dig in over here. Let's move them a bit up. Oh, I totally... Oh, of course I forgot totally about these boys, but in this case I guess we're going to... Yeah, Baranovic should be saved. I don't want to risk... That was expensive. I should have used this troop, but... Actually, I'm gonna bring these boys here. And if I'm operating, I'm bringing this corps directly to Minsk. To have some solid defense, and while these troops can start to engage here from the south. That's quite nice. Yeah, so much of the Poles already. Doing it quite quickly today. Here we're gonna keep on marching, of course. Let's see if... Yeah, Balthazor is of course occupied. Yeah, okay, then we have to use another unit. Presumably these guys. Definitely want to take them out now. Okay. That is acceptable. Yeah, if they want to push down here, that's okay. We can't take Yelizavetgrad, but okay. Just secure the crossings here over the Dnieper, that there's no bad surprise incoming. Let's free Chernigov. And let's see where we can bring them into well supplied areas where we might be able to reinforce them fully next turn. So rather over here, yeah, then let's wait with the Ukrainians that we can move up as far as possible here with the HQ. Let's do bring the division in Kiev to 10. And these Polish troops orient themselves down here where we amass the main force of the Poles, so potentially we can help. Actually, since this is Ukraine, yep, we can at least secure the flank of an attack towards Kharkov from Ukrainian territory with the Polish units. That should be quite helpful. So that's what we're doing over here. These boys here, oh yeah, we did digging it. Let's see if Gomel is actually also out-occupied then. Let's quickly take that. Oh yeah, here's a partisan field, so by the way, I didn't check that. That's where these guys were coming from. Good to know. We have to take a little bit of care over here in... Oh, actually maybe... Oh, maybe Gomel was... Oh, I have to retreat them basically. This should have costed... This seems to be... This is Belarus, yeah. Or Belarus, or even Russian Soviet Republic. So this is probably not a territory the Poles should act for longer. Well, for taking it quickly, for seizing it, I think it was useful. Or, I mean, or as they said, yeah, they said the Berenzina is the problem, yeah. Well, okay, Gomel is actually the problem. Babrusk is west of the Berenzina. Ah, okay, these hexes where we right now, okay, we will suffer a little bit. I didn't think so. This was a little bit, yeah, shortly thought, but okay, we took over Gomel. This is also at least 1.5 NPP a turn, so something at least. These territories will take over next time. Good, so much about that. Let's see what we can do in south. Yeah, and I think we need to get some proper reconnaissance first. And I would love not to lose my cuff while doing reconnaissance. So it needs to be smoothly done. If I move here, we know everything. Let's do this. Okay. And the other side. It's really interesting that the naval infantry is over here. But they're not even on full strength. It's really kind of a really radical approach what the enemy is running, I must say. I mean, definitely want to break through to Kharkov. How's the supply situation? Are we going in? It will be still 5. I'm considering moving up here. Since this is the main attack vector, and I think these guys can be actually tackled, the Machnowists can be tackled from the other side, from the Poles, and these troops in this area, and they're just divisions. So I think if I take out or attack the core from all sides, we could deal some serious damage. And of course we don't know what's around here, but I suspect not too much. So let's do it. Like, sometimes we have to go. And see, it's actually not on full strength. Wow. That's lovely. I can even use this. Presumably, I will run into a... now we're lacking... Oh, we still have the... We have the armored cars! Yes, I already can move up here, actually. And we have the... how much spotting range do they have? Do they have 3 like the cavalry? That would be awesome. Since spotting line 3, yeah. With the armored cars, I should be able to go here and 1, 2, 3, see Kharkov. No. Yeah, maybe I have to learn about spotting rules. I'm gonna risk it nevertheless. Yeah, I was kind of expected that there is the sad. None of them come. Wow, but I'm really surprised how weak the enemy is here. Where is all the troops? Is he amassing them somewhere? Yeah, here now? Or is it just all in the Ural? I mean, this is tons of cores over here. This must also transport them and quickly relocate them. Is very costly. It's a shame we can't move there. But I think under these circumstances I can actually also move this core over here. I've said I don't have the... I can't dig in anymore. That's what I planned originally. But then the Georgians go over here. Just nobody can dig in anymore. But yeah, we have a solid. This is kind of threatening, I must say, for the enemy. Like Kharkov, I didn't expect. I thought there was a stronger battle for Kharkov, but yeah, he tried to pretend. By the way, they have level 1 already. Holy moly. Oh, there must be a lucky breakthrough for the enemy. That's of course, that's really bad for us. Because he must have double shitted also and had more luck. Good to see that one, by the way. Do we see the new level 1? Probably they will arrive here soon too with 1 units. Okay. Nevertheless, let's see what Boris Yobliak here has to offer. There's more units now. I'll just dig in. The attack doesn't start here, I'm waiting, so they can get their prepared attack. Yep. Here we're waiting one more turn. Let's see, by the way, the new units where we can set them up. We have the Don Cossack. Oh, they can. Wow, they can be even set up here. That's beautiful. I think I'm gonna set them up one here, so for more. So both can be controlled by the HQ and have a good look around. To be honest, can we... Wow. Mamotodov, I always do it too late, now they moved already, but we should consider also replacing maybe Tsarskaya here with a better one. And here for Merz, it's expensive, it's also not cheap, but yeah, let's see. At least we're definitely building up some pressure, and I would need to check where we were at my point, in our last game. I think definitely that we were holding the south for longer. And Minsk also, but of course then I also ran out of units by sacrificing too many, and it definitely wasn't that far or like in the east. Yeah, so definitely a different game, just different strategies. Interesting to see. Let's take out Astrakhan finally. Please take it out. Yes, there we go. It is a delight to see that finally happening. These spawns of Dash was an absolute waste of unit, but okay. They can refresh at some point. And here, I want to take over this space. Actually, I don't care for it, right? So we're gonna use these units here, the Terek Cossacks, to raid maybe over here, or help out here with the Ural a bit. Or to defend this area just with speed and mobility. That's what I'm trying. I think the Don Cossacks and the Southern Whites and the Cuban Cossacks form more of the push towards Moscow, which it essentially is. Still here. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, come on. Remember, with this strength, they ran off twice last time. Oh no! It's just a disgrace. But I hope next turn it should be only if they get some reinforcements, there should be problems for us. A bit into a good position. Let's see. Yeah, we had the chance to take Uralsk last turn. It was just my mere arrogance that I was chasing them instead of going straight. Instead of taking the city first and then start on chasing, they retreated back to the city. It is what it is. I need to reinforce here in the Ural. We definitely need to reinforce these boys. The question is, shall we... I wanna set probably, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but I strongly think that the level 5 is not gonna give as good support as the, despite the better skill level. Okay, then this guy has to be attached up here. That the level 10 is just better. Let's do the 1-1 with the core over here. Here we're gonna repair him. I think he retreated from here because he realized that this is dangerous. In best case, we can even like send reinforcements to the north again. Let's see when if somebody ever gonna pop up here. I think we have a 2-2 here and it didn't tech up yet. I think we should go for the chance still. Okay, then not. That's... we didn't even build fortifications here, so therefore I think I was thinking if shuffling is better, so we could bring these boys to Achat, but okay, in this case we're gonna bring Gaida here and just reinforce here. Also here. And I think also in Perm actually. As long as we can. You're not bad, not bad, not bad. Here we're done. We're already done again, wow. With the US, can we actually do something useful? I strongly doubt it. We get another infantry division for the whites. Then definitely gonna be put down here. And let's see what we can do. We do have 66 with the northern whites, too little. 60 with the Poles. Yeah, I'm gonna go for one more logistics. It's also helpful with the Polish. Northern whites, now we have to save up. Southern whites, yeah, 266. They really are good research. Did we have a breakthrough somewhere? I feel like something was done that I didn't anticipate. Yeah, still like, but I feel like now I don't care for that. Until this helps us, we can of course also get the next core in, right? And I think I will. It's simply that what gives us the most punch right now and quickly. I mean tanks, but we're not researching the tanks right now. We just have 3 cores on the ground, building 2 more, so 6 cores would be actually nice. And divisions we have enough, yeah. I think we're gonna get the last available core for the southern ones. Next time we can go into Ukrainians. Or Cuban Cossacks also have the option to buy more. But I'm gonna, or Don Cossacks of course. Armored train also an interesting option. Has been pretty useful in the north already. No, but I think I'm going for the next. No, I'm gonna go for this one. It's a clear decision. Let's go for another core. Which one shall it be? This, let's call it the Crimea Azov one. Yes, what a name. Coming in December, yeah. Well, as you see, we're getting the first one in September. Latest for a spring offensive, they might be useful, or even to stabilize in the winter. I think this is quite good to get some extra units in. Why do the Southern Whites have such a low fighting spirit, by the way? So this is a little bit from the losses, potentially. From the first losses, but come on, we also had some gains already. The rest of the MPP we're gonna keep, same with the US, or... come on, whatever. Or shall we use actually to... let's reinforce here, why not? But they're probably gone anytime soon. Okay, this seems to be it. Let's have some last smack talk. Yeah, you paid it. What a shame you have to pay someone for this task. They should do it out of pure conviction? No, it's conviction to be a convict, or to be convincing, or pure passion, or not conviction. That's a worst case. Worst case, the joke should be conviction. I hope that's the right word. Do it out of pure conviction and believe in the cause as our idiots. All right. Guys, then let's finish quickly together. See what's up. It's gonna be interesting if the Poles, yeah, but I think they're gonna be helpful over here. Thank God I read it again that we can use the Poles in this area. I think they're gonna be really a very much welcome addition. Wonderful. Little whites are gone. Oh, nice. Ooh, Astrakhan Cossacks. Polish soldiers mutiny and protested having... far from you. Oh yeah, that's here in Wait, I thought Baltikum is okay. Alrighty. They got the punishment. That's interesting. Okay, then maybe I have to read it again. Maybe Latvia is not fine, but only Lithuania. Those two are in Lithuanian control. That should be good. At least the fighting spirit hasn't decreased dramatically, and it was just the coercion, so F that. And that's the income. Guys, that's it for our turn. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me down in the comments what you think and so forth. And when you hear again, I guess you already know the trick. We are 6-7 turns in, so yeah, don't expect that all your short-term tactical advice will be considered or can be respected. However, of course, every other comment and so forth will be and is very much welcome. So thank you so much for your participation. Of course, if you haven't yet, it would be still fantastic if you leave both me and Balthazor a like and subscription to help us out with our project and our channels. Thank you so much for the support, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when you continue this one. Thanks for watching, see you then, bye, your Strategy Wolf.